Dooby 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 doo doopy doo. Poppers! Woo! Alrighty, this is a very short video on how to crochet poppies for Remembrance Day. There's heaps of patterns out there. There's like over 5,000 patterns, but we've chosen this one, which you can see. So they need to be between 8 and 9 centimeters in diameter. This one here is using 10 ply wool, and I found that a 4 or 4.5 millimeter hook will get you to that diameter. And this one's an 8 ply acrylic. This one's a wool, this one's an acrylic. And I just got these from Dollars and Cents in Catherine. 8 ply acrylic, I think it's $10. You will not use that much black, so I highly recommend getting just like one black, and I got 4 of the reds. They're a bargain. And then you'll just need scissors and your yarn needle to weave in the ends at the end. I haven't actually woven in my ends, as you can see, but this yarn is actually really good because it's stiff, so it makes this really nice robust poppy, which I think is what they're looking for, because I think they're going to put them on stems and then have them all lined up like poppies, so they need to be wind and waterproof from memory. But yeah, there's heaps of patterns online, so you don't have to do this pattern. I think they encourage you to do different patterns and just have fun with it. Okie dokie. So I just figured I'd make this quick video so that people that wanted to start before the craft night could. I find it really beneficial learning from YouTube. That's how pretty much I learned how to crochet, was just learning from YouTube. Alrighty, so this one, so we're going to start with our first colour, which is black. So this makes the centre of the poppy. And we're going to be crocheting in rounds, but we're not going to be crocheting in the round. So we're not actually going to continuously go round and round and round. We're going to go do one slip stitch to join, next one, next one, next one. I think there's only 4 rounds. Only one round in the black to start. So you wrap your yarn around your finger, frog hopping first and then over off the end, and that gives you your first anchor stitch. There's heaps of different ways to do this, and I'm sure you can find a YouTube video if you get stuck on how to do that. So we've now got it on our hook. We're going to make 4 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4 chains. Just put some yarn on there so you can see these. Black is really hard to see. I don't know if you can see that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to load up our hook with the stitch, and then we're going into the 4th chain from the hook. So it's this one right here on the knot, and you're just going to shove it in anywhere. And here you can see we've got 2 stitches on the top and 1 on the bottom. Yarn over, pull through. We're going to do a double crochet. On the pattern, if you look it up online, it's in the UK format and it says triple. I consistently just have learnt how to do in US format, so I'm going to convert it to the US format. So triples are doubles, doubles are singles. You can find heaps of conversion charts online, or you can just learn in the UK. Or you can be like me and just kind of know both of them because you've crocheted with both patterns before. Doesn't really matter as long as the pattern stands out the same. I'm also going to rewrite it in the US format and make that available to everybody. So when you're following along with this, my terminology will match the pattern that I've rewritten. Okay, so we've yarned over, we've pulled through, we've now got 3 loops on our hook. We're yarning over, pulling through 2, yarning over, pulling through 2. So that's a double crochet. So you can see that we've gone through this. This is our 4th chain that we've gone through, and we've put 1 double crochet in there. We're going to put 9 double crochets into the same hook. So we're same stitch, same chain, sorry. So loading up into that same stitch, yarning over, pulling through. Got those three loops. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. So that's our second one. And now I'm just going to continue back in through the same stitch, yarning over, pulling through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 3. Sorry, just need to pull some more yarn out. Okay, back into the same chain stitch, yarning over, pulling through, yarning over, pull through 2, yarning over, pulling through 3. It's 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. Okay, so 9 double chains. We can check by looking, each of these little V's is a stitch on the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I've got 10, so I've got too many. So just pull one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now we're doing a slip stitch to join. So our 4 chains that we started off with, this is our 4th one from the hook. This is the first one on the hook. And we're just going to go into the top of that. So through both stitches of the top. You might need to feed them on gently. So we've gone in the 2, yarning over and pulling through that stitch at the top there, pulling through the 2, oh gosh, and then through the other one. So we've just pulled through both of them. That's just a joining stitch, so that's now joined. So that is now the center of our poppy. I'm using a 5mm hook, by the way, so this is going to be way too big for what they're asking for. I'm just doing it purely so that you can see a little bit better. Now to finish off, I usually just pull the yarn straight through, and I'm going to cut it and just pull it straight through, and then we'll weave this in later. So that is our center of the poppy. Just got to be careful, because now this is a knot, you don't want to include it in as a stitch, so you can just work around it. You're just working with the stitch underneath, not the knot on top. Alrighty, so now we're changing colours. I'm going with the red, and you're just joining to any top of double crochet that is in the round. I just yarn over, pull through, and then pull through again, and that's how I join it. There's heaps of ways you can join again. You'll find at the end that you just pop this little tail, pop that out, and then you'll weave that one in. So this one calls for a single crochet, or if you're going from the UK, it'll be double crochet. We're doing US. We're just going into the same stitch that we've just joined our red yarn to. We've got 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's a single crochet. Now we're chaining 1, and we're doing this, so this now begins our the petals, but it's also our first double crochet. So it's the height of a double crochet. That'll make sense when we join it. Now this one is a stitch that probably most people won't know, and if you can't understand while I'm doing this, I highly recommend just going and finding a YouTube on a front post double crochet, or if you're following the UK, front post triple or treble, I think they call it. So what we're doing is we're yarning over, so loading up our hook like we would a double crochet, and then in between the stitches you can see this anchoring, so it's where the stitches anchor to the actual project. We're going in and around, so in one stitch, out the other stitch, yarning over and pulling through. Then we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you can see this stitch is a double crochet in the stitch. This is a front post, so you've gone pretty much pulling this post that joins the 2 stitches together to the front. Then we're going to double crochet, so you're loading up your hook, going into the same stitch that your front post is finished on, yarning over, pulling through 2, yarning over, pulling through 2. Now this first row is pretty much just double crochet, front post, double crochet, front post, double crochet, all the way around till we slip stitch. So if you get stuck, you just remember what you did last. Okay, we're loading up the hook again. We're going to go in this stitch and out the other one on the post, yarning over, pulling through, got 3 loops on there, yarning over, pulling through 2, yarning over, pulling through 2. So now we've got another post. And you can tell the posts because they kind of stick to the front. I don't know if you can really see that. You will see it towards the end. Okay, same stitch in, yarning over, pulling through 2, yarning over, pulling through 2. Okay, now I'm going to front post it, shove it in there, whack it around, through 2, double crochet, find where our front post ended, through, front post, wrap around behind, pull through 2, double crochet, front post, whoops, in, popping it in, then a double crochet, then a front post. Need some music or something. So you can see the front posts are now sticking forward, so it makes this really nice ridged pattern, which is really nice. Crochet, front post, double crochet. Now this is where our knot was, so it's going to be a little bit tighter. That's alright, you just shove it in there, tell it who's boss. It's like, pretend the knot's not even there. Front post. So this is our second last one, so you should finish on a front post. So we've done a front post, sorry, can't really see that. One last double crochet, and then you've got this. So this is what I was saying. Pop this end out now, and you can see this last post here. So we're going in and around, yarning over, pulling it through, yarning over, pulling through 2. Oops, that's called yarn splitting. It's when your yarn splits. It's very annoying. Yarning over, pulling through 2, yarning over, pulling through 2. Okay, now we go back to our first double crochet that we made, and you can see there's our single crochet and our chain, and we're going to go into where our chain is. I usually go to the top, yarning through, yarn over, pull through, and you're going to pull through both. So it's just that joining stitch again. Okie dokie. Round 2. Fight! Okay. We're pretty much going to the same hole that we've slip stitched, going in single crochet, so just going in, yarning over, pulling through both, chaining 1, and that's our double crochet to start again. This time we're doing 2 double crochet, front post, double crochet, 2 double crochet, front post, double crochet. So we're going, so we've got 1 double crochet, and then we're going to do another one into the same stitch, well, the next stitch. and it should line up. So here's our front post that we did in our first row. We're going to front post into that one again. So we're loading up our hook. Now you should be able to pop it out, and your hook should just slide in behind it really easily. So you just want to go in, yarn over, pull through. You have your 3 on there, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I don't know if you can see it. We've now extended this rib out. And now we're going to do 2 double crochets. So one into the same, so where our front post is finished, we're going to double crochet into that one, yarning over, pulling through 2, oops, pulling through 2, and then into the next stitch, yarning over, pulling through 2, pulling through 2. And you should find that when you stop, you come to your next front post. So this is the front post, and you'll find them because they stick out. And then we're going to yarn over. We're going to pop in behind this one again. Hello. Yarn over, pull through. Got 3 on the hook, pulling through 2, and then pulling through 2. Then we're going to double crochet 1 and 2. And then we've come to our next front post, pop. So in behind, yarning over, pulling through 2, pulling through 2. So you can see this pattern starting to emerge. We're just going to continue that around. So 2 double crochet, so 1, 2, find our post, shove it in behind there, then 1, 2, post, 1, 2, post, and 2, post. Yeah, you may want to fast forward all these bits if you've got it down pat, or I used to just kind of stop and fast forward and rewind videos as needed. I was going to do parts, but then I decided I'm just going to do it as one whole thing. Sorry, I didn't have a proper stand, so I'm actually just got this in a selfie stick in between my legs. So that's probably why it's a bit too magnified. I don't know. Anyway, it's my first crochet video. Be kind. Okay, so now we've got to the last front post. And then we're going to go to we're going to slip stitch to join. So that's our double crochet, shoving it in the top there, yarning over, pulling through, and then pulling through again. So we've just pretty much joined it. So now we've done 2 rows. Okay. Last one. Single crochet back into the same one that we just slip stitched through. Yarning over, pulling through. And chaining 1. Okie dokie. So this time we're doing 3 double crochet and a front post. So yep, there's a pattern forming. They did that on purpose. So we've done one. Next stitch, we're doing another double crochet. Next stitch, another crochet, double crochet. And then find our front post, which is here. We're going in behind that one. So now we've got our 3 front posts all joined together, and then the petals behind. And you'll find that this makes a really nice ribbed effect, which is lush, lovely. Okay, so double crocheting into the same one that we finished our front post on. 1, next stitch, 2, next stitch, 3, front post, okay. Now you can see mine's quite gappy. That's purely because I'm using a 5. If you use a 4.5, it won't be as gappy, so you can see the difference. I just thought it would be easier to see. Who knows? Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then in behind our post, and 3 again. I don't know if this is a good angle or not, if you guys can see this. 1, 2, 3, in behind the post, into the same one. 1, 2, 3, behind the post again. This one, 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Post. 2, 3. That breathing, by the way, is not me. That is my dog. She's asleep. You can hear heavy breathing. I don't know if you can hear that on the here or not, but that is my dog heavy breathing. That's not me, because that would be kind of creepy. No, that was me. 2, 3, and around the post again. Okay, same one. 1, 2, and 3. And this last one, so this is our last post. And then we're going to find our crochets, our chains that we started with, and our single crochet. Shove it in the top there. Oops. Shoving it in the top, yarning over, pulling through, and then pulling through again. And that's done. That's our poppy. Okay, so now I just again yarn over and pull through again. So I'm yarning over, pulling through another time, snipping it, and that is the finished poppy. So you can see, ooh, ridges, and it's quite stiff, It's quite sturdy, even though this one's done with a bigger hook. Yarn weaving in ends. I don't know if everyone knows how to weave in ends, but purely you're just really simply just getting it and then hiding it back within the project. So I'll do this one really quick. So with this kind, I just kind of go back through the stitch. Back through the stitch so that you can't really see where it is, and then in behind the stitches. What you want to do is you just want to incorporate it back into the project so that it doesn't unravel. So like that, and then you can go back through. Everyone has completely different ways of incorporating the yarn back in, or weaving in the ends, whatever you want to call it. And I'm pretty sure no way is the right way, as long as it just doesn't unravel, so it doesn't really matter. It's not a problem. And I think with these poppies, it doesn't really matter that too much. All right. So that's good enough. Snip it off. And done. Ooh, puppy. Cool. I will have this available on YouTube, and I'll whack the link up for everybody. And if you have any further questions, just message me. Okay, bye.